Oh, fucking. And then I realized at a bar in North Dakota, um, I don't really have a gaydar.
You
I
got
can't
hit on?
really. Oh my God. So we're sitting there at the bar, you know, after we get done with everything, we're sitting at the bar and and just hanging out bullshitting and all that. And this Canuck, a Canadian, he's sitting like two bar stools over.
You
And
got hit on by a gay Canadian?
hold on. Here we and I didn't even fucking realize what was going on at first. It got weird. So he's sitting there and he's talking to me and he's like, hey, he's like, pardon me, because they're super polite. Would you be offended if I moved over into this seat next to you? And we're all over here bullshit anyway. So I'm like, yeah, come on, man. So he scoots over and he's sitting next to us. And this is kind of like a country bar too. Like kind of country, kind of not. I don't know. But
backwoods country.
It's something. But yeah, so he's sitting there talking and he's like, you know, he's like, I can make it where you never have to worry about money again. And he's like, I could take care of
a rich gay guy.
Yeah. So this is how it's going. And
those are the best.
Yeah. And we're sitting and I'm like, that was weird. And we're so bullshit. And then he's like, yeah, you should come to Canada. He's like, we have, you know, free healthcare and all this. And he's like, I'd really take care of you and blah, 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 and all this shit. And he's like, you can do whatever you want. And I'm like, man, this is weird. Like, fuck. So then I get up to go take a piss and I'm in there and you know, I'm one of those assholes that when I take a piss, I don't stand up on the urinal. I'm the guy that like stand back a little bit. I like to draw shapes and all that. Well, that door fucking swings open. I know I'm like a fucking child. That door swings fucking open and it's him. And I've only been in here for like 10 seconds, like just long enough to get my dick out and stand there and start fucking making symbols like stars in the fucking, urinal. So I fucking walk back out there and I'm like, I look at the bartender and the guys and I'm like, he's gay, isn't he? And they all start fucking giggling. And I'm like, do I give off the least impression of homosexuality at all? No, you don't. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, so it got fucking weird, but yeah.
They gotta try.
Yeah. I was just like, fuck, bro.
It's one of those things of like, man, I've never been so disappointed that I was not gay, because then I could just not do anything for the rest of my life.
Oh yeah. Oh, bro. Like he pulled out his phone and he's like, and he had fucking some money, bro, because he was showing me some pictures.
He showed you his account?
No, bro. He was showing me his fucking cars and shit. So
for real?
yeah. Apparently he was talking to, I guess the only reason he was in the States or something, or he came down or whatever, is he was talking about getting us. No, he was buying a C8, a new Corvette.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, he's like, what do you think about the Corvettes? He's like, you like Corvette? He's like, I'd get you a Corvette. But the bro didn't sound gay. He just sounded Canadian, which I guess is kind of gay.
Sounds gay.
Yeah. So I was just like, what the fuck, bro? But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. I guess he needed something to keep him warm at night whenever it was fucking 19 below zero.
Yeah. I don't go anywhere to drink, obviously, but I remember, oh God, it was back whenever when I was waiting tables at Zio's. Remember Zio's in Humble?
Oh, I love that place. That place is good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's no more. Zio's is gone.
I know. That's why I said that place was good.
Yeah, I know. I loved it. there was this one waitress that she was like a seasonal waitress. Like she was gone to college and she comes in seasons, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's cute. And so well, we also remember Ringo, the guy we went to high school with, the gay guy.
Yeah.
So he worked there, right? But there was also another gay guy that worked with us there, right? And me, her, and the other gay guy, and another random gay guy that they knew or whatever, and some other chick. They were like, "Hey, let's all go out on Saturday." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I'm going with that one. What are you doing, dipshit?
My pants are overly starched. I can't get my Copenhagen out.
But that little cute waitress, like, I was like, "Hey, where are we going?" She's like, "We're going to a gay club." I was like, "All right, you're gonna stick next to me
Riches?
like glue." No.
Y'all go to Riches?
Riches wasn't a gay club.
Riches was a gay club, except for one night a week, asshole.
No, it wasn't, dude. I went all the time.
Because you're gay.
Fuck you, dude. Riches was not a gay club.
Riches was a gay club.
No, it wasn't, you dipshit. I went there twice a week, like for years, dude. Like it was not a gay club.
Well, then it turned into a non-gay club, or maybe it just seemed gay to me. I don't know.
Everything seems gay to you, you fucking dumbass. Well, I don't know. You don't have a gaydar, but
they should have played more country music.
It's a fucking nightclub, not a fucking two-step bar, dipshit. Ain't Stetsons. But this was like an actual, like, no bullshit, like gay fucking club, right? Like when we pulled up, like it's all guys outside, right? Obviously. And I'm talking like you thought it was a gay pride parade because they're wearing like next to nothing. And here I am, just jeans and a shirt. And I got this girl. I'm just like, you're sitting right here with me this entire time, And we go inside, and I'm not gonna lie, gay people know how to party, right? Like,
yeah.
Because that place is popping like a motherfucker. There's a bunch of male dancers. They weren't like stripping, obviously, because it wasn't a strip club. There was just male dancers everywhere. Of course, these fucking gay guys are losing their goddamn minds, right? And I got this girl with me, and I have an endless amount of hands touching me as they go by, and I can't figure out who's doing it because it's just packed in there. I'm just like, why? Like I see like hand touches my ass. I'm like, God damn it. Like, and I'm just keeping her in front of me because I don't want to grab my dick, whatever, so, but it's like, nobody gets the fucking hint that I'm not gay. I'm in there. So it's like, if I'm in there, I must be gay. Right.
Yeah.
But what was funny though, is like, you go to a regular club, right? Guys go get a drink and the girls go get a drink. Guy standing at the bar for like 30 minutes. A girl comes there and comes back in like 5 seconds. Right.
Yeah.
Polar opposite of a gay club, right? Because the two chicks went to go get beers. They were gone for like 30 fucking minutes. And then the two gay guys go and come back and got beers for us because we're waiting on the other chicks. They go and come back and they're back in less than 2 minutes because this is the exact polar opposite of a gay club. But it was so fucking funny though. Because they finally come back and like, oh my God. And we're like, yeah. And we're drinking like, where'd you get drinks? I was like, oh, they went and got them for us because you guys were taking too long. Like,
which, I will say this: gay dudes are some of the best wingmen in the world.
Fuck yeah, dude. They want you to get laid as much as they want to get laid.
Oh yeah, I know. But here's the funny thing: is straight guys are so weird about being touched by gay guys, unless it's a straight guy around their boys, because we do the gayest shit in the world. Like,
especially in the military.
Oh my God! Like,
military is where the gayest shit happens all the time.
Oh yeah, like it's nothing for a fucking dude to, buddies to grab each other's dicks or whatever, just fucking with them and shit like that.
Dude, let me tell you the funniest story. It was when I first got in. Okay, is that my first duty station in New Mexico, right? First section that I'm working at. And this is my first experience in the real world, Air Force military, right? I'm fresh out of tech school, and I'm just like a little baby airman trying to trying to understand how the world works, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're all talking, just sitting there kind of talking, right? And this is when things were starting to begin to get pussified, but hadn't quite gone all the way over, right? We were still able to kind of talk and bullshit without worrying about people going like, oh my God, hurt my feelings. I'm a
Oh
pussy.
yeah.
And so I think there was like one female at the time in the shop, but nobody cared about her. So we're all talking, and this lets you know like the difference in times of when we were talking to now, right? Because this was in 2009, I believe it was, and my NCYC E6 at the time, he's talking to one of my boys who was an E4 at the time, and he was like, well, what if the thought of like kind of like an escort prostitute,
Yeah.
came up, right? And the conversation took a turn like this. In my NCOIC, he was like, well, what if you, were in a room and you got this hooker and you're like, oh, you're cushion up and all stuff like that. And then all of a sudden she just whips out this massive thing. And, like, what would you do? Right. So it just went from like you picked up a hot chick that you're paying for to it was a tranny out of nowhere. Right. And this was my boy's response. And it's like a typical response that you would think in a military guy conversation. NCIC post goes like, what would you do? I feel like you're like kissing and touching and everything. And all of a sudden she just whips out this massive dick. Right. And my boy's response, he was like, did I already pay? That was his first response. Because it's like, that's a pretty important question. Did I already pay? Because I should get something out of this experience if I already paid, right? Like, because if I didn't pay, obviously I'm out. But if I already paid, I should get something out of this, right?
Yeah. Did you prepay or is it post? Like,
like, But the thing is like, we're all sitting there like, and the thing is that question, we're like, that's a good question because if you paid, like, do you get a refund? Like, because you weren't expecting, like, like.
Well, and then the next question is, whose is bigger?
That does kind of leave options of like, I don't know, man. I'm not going into this with let's just tuck it away, pretend it didn't happen. Just use your mouth.
Well, you heard the story about, I don't know if I should say the name, but when we were in Denver and about individual taking home a chick that ended up being a dude. Did you hear that story?
Refresh it.
So we were in Denver years back and we were all out drinking and, so what ended up happening was really pretty girl was in there, talking to
girl.
I'm not figuring anything yet. You'll see why, because I know you've heard the story before.
Well, again, for freshman memory.
So, everyone's in there and we're hanging out. Pretty girl starts hitting on Josh, and I didn't say his last name, so I don't care. So hitting on him, blah 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 blah. Anyways, end of the night, she's like, hey, why don't you come back to my apartment or whatever, and blah 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 blah. So he's like, hell yeah. So he's like, hey, I'm gonna head out with her. I'm like, go for it, bro. Like, come on. So looked like a chick, and she was attractive. Like, here, she had tits done, everything. She had been transitioned for a while, just not everything. Like, you couldn't tell the difference. So, and I wasn't even that drunk at first whenever I saw her. So they leave and all that. Well, then Josh starts calling us and he's like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? He's like, I'm on the street right now. And I'm like, what's up? And I'm like, what's up? What happened? And he's like, she had a fucking dick. And I'm like, oh, bro, okay, cool. We'll come get you. So we went and got him. So we're like, okay, we want to hear the whole fucking story. What happened? So apparently, Josh gets told by this individual of, I love anal. I just, I want anal, blah,
No
blah,
shit.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah. So Josh is, and Josh is like, so I'm sitting there thinking, I think the bitch is on a rag or something, like not thinking anything about it. And Josh was pretty fucked up, the chick is wearing a skirt. So apparently they go into the fucking bedroom and they're fooling around and all that. Um, and because Josh kept trying to, use his hands and, feel what she had going on down there, maybe, fiddle the mouse a little bit. And, she kept pushing him off of it. And she's like, no, 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 no. Well, so he's like really thinking she must be on a rag. That's why she wants, in the ass. So apparently she pulls up her skirt in the back and he does his thing, to completion. She says, all right, I'm going to go change and clean up. So she steps away, turns around, and goes to fucking fix the skirt, and Josh sees the dong. Josh sees the fucking.
How did he not see it that entire time?
I don't know, but he was from behind. I don't know, bro. I don't know. We all ask those same questions.
So now he has to deal with the fact that he had sex with a guy, technically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're all like, what the fuck okay, and here, let me back this up. So the group of guys that it was all of us, and there was a couple deltas in this group. Like, yeah. And fucking talk about today, the gay jokes that come out of that. But we're like, how the fuck did you not know it was a fucking man? And he's like, he's got used to it now, and his remark is, all assholes feel the same. I'm like, bro.
Well, he has experience now, so.
But yeah, so that's for you. Never heard that story before?
No.
Oh, I thought I told you that one.
Did you guys ask the question, like, did you return the favor?
Well, so apparently whenever the trainee went to the bathroom to get cleaned up or whatever, Josh just fucking hauled ass and scooted out of the fucking the apartment. Yeah, I started walking down the street. I was just like, fuck, bro. Fuck. Yeah.
It happens, right? It happens.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Damn, dude. So there was this one promoter. She was like but it was trans, and it was clear that she was trans. You know what I mean? But she was really cool. And met her at Riches because she was part promoter, and she worked with the owner and whatnot and stuff. But there was rumors, and I don't know, I never really asked to confirm it, but there was rumors of, because sometimes like our whole group like kind of became friends with her and some of the other people she hung out with, while we're out at the club, we would hang, because then she would get like free drinks or whatever like that, so we'd all like hang out, and she would get like into the private VIP section, so we could like just chill or whatever. But people would go like to her place afterwards for the after party. I never went because I'm just not that type of after party person. I'm done. I'm fucking going home. I'm going to bed. Well, when people that would go, there was rumors flying around about one particular guy who was a very like, who he is. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's a very masculine, like very like, he was a guy that people were afraid of, like, to piss off because of like his anger. Like they just thought he was going to kill them. Whatever.
And I know him.
You would know his name if I told you or whatever. I'll tell you later. But like, I hung out with them every now and then, just in passing. I never went out of my way to hang out with him, but like, we were cool. But there was rumors going around like he went to with a bunch of people one of the times after the club to her after party. And he drinks and he was fucking hammered and ended up getting head from her.
Oh God.
Yeah. Now again, I never like asked him about it or anything like that because I wasn't about to like try to fucking pull on that thread. But so many people were saying that, and I was just like, dude, like that.
No shit.
That's a pretty hefty thing to be rolling around with in your back pocket there. Like, damn, dude. And then there was another guy that was actually in my grade. I don't think he ended up graduating. He ended up dropping out, and he ended up going to jail and stuff like that. He was a kind of a piece of shit, but they ended up like getting together, like dating, like actually dating.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And like he moved in with her and stuff like that. And then like after like a month of like being together, whatever like that, he stole all her shit.
Oh shit.
And her dad is a fucking state trooper.
No shit.
And she posted on socials at the time. I don't remember what it was back then. I think it was I think it was probably Facebook, going on about we were dating for this one. He stole himself, like, and she put in there in all caps, and yes, we did have sex, like to make it known, like, yes, we did have sex. Okay, like, just to put it out there for everybody to know. Ooh. Right? But yeah,
who was the bottom and who was the top though? That's my question. Like, I want to know who was the bottom.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what though. Coming back from our time back then, right? Back in that day to now, they've gotten good at passing.
Oh yeah,
a lot. Yeah. Right. And what's funny though is like I seen a lot of like I'll send like fucked up memes to Destiny all the time because she's got a dark sense of humor like me, right? And I sent her a picture of it, had a comparison, right? And it said like American women, and it's got this like fat, overweight, blue-haired, leftist looking one, right? And then in the right column it says Thai men, and it's like this very attractive Thai tranny, right? Because it's like you have these fucking Thai trannies that are like, unless they told you, you would have no idea that this was a biological man because they are looking like holy shit compared to these American women nowadays. You know what I mean?
God damn it. Would you rather?
Man, it's been a while.
Would you rather fuck Rosie O'Donnell or a hot Thai tranny?
I'll take the hot Thai tranny.
Fully transitioned.
Well, you say fully transitioned, so that means they have a fake vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, what if they are partially transitioned?
I'll take that still, because then I'll just do what Josh did.
Fuck. Oh.
But no, I just thought that was so funny. Like, American women, fat, ugly, blue-haired leftist, Thai men, hot, insanely crazy tranny, right? Like
oh yeah. Yeah.
But I thought that was like a really funny like presentation right there of like what it is between West and East.
Oh yeah. Well, like I think it's fucked up that a lot of these leftists in the gay community are like, it's bigoted and it's bigotry and it's, homophobic or whatever for straight guys to not want to be with, trannies and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No, and look, they can feel however they want to feel, right? But here's the issue, right? It's no different of me saying that I don't want to be with a person, let's just say person at this point, that presents with female features, nice tits, and a dick, because that's not what I want. That's not my preference, right?
Yeah.
I would much rather have female presenting nice tits and a vagina.
Yeah.
Right. That would be my preference. Right. That doesn't make me homophobic. That just makes me, that's not my preference in a person that I want to have sex with. Right.
Okay.
But if that's how they want to look at it, as like, that's homophobic.
No, I
okay,
agree.
well, let's look at it as preference, right? Because then let's flip the situation. That could be like, well, I just like black guys. Okay, that's your preference, right? Or I just like white guys. That's your preference, right? Okay, cool. Then that's my preference. I like vaginas over dicks.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here, would you date a bitch? So let's say she's hot as fuck, but she was born with both male and female anatomy, like a true hermaphrodite. That, let's say, do they get the dick cut off?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I think when it comes to hermaphrodites, they have both, but they have one that presents more, right? Like they have a dominant one, right? So I guess you would have to say which one's the more dominant, and then but I don't know how any of that shit works.
But would you hook up with it?
I don't know. Hang on.
What if it was just like a hugely enlarged? It looked like an enlarged clit, like a big ass thumb hanging down, like that.
I don't know, man.
Are you looking it up?
I'm looking to see if they get one of the things removed. Yeah, some of them get it. Some of them get whichever one removed. The term hermaphrodite is outdated and not biologically accurate.
What the fuck? What is
intersex?
Oh, I thought intersex is only if you have sex with yourself.
Shut up.
Isn't that? Or no, that's asexual.
No, asexual means you don't have a sex drive. Like you don't have like that type of sexual attraction.
Yeah.
Surgeries are now highly controversial, increasingly viewed as unnecessary, harmful, and violation of body autonomy. Whatever. Blah, blah,
they
blah,
say
blah,
that,
blah.
But people transition all the time from fucking male to female just for cosmetic reasons.
Yeah, but those surgeries are ridiculous because you're creating an open wound that is constantly trying to heal itself, and therefore I'll stand by this wholeheartedly. Any one that has done the full transition that says like, oh well, mine is perfect, they're lying. They're just trying to play the facade, because they have to consistently dilate, which means shoving a fucking dildo up in their fake vagina for a certain period of time every day to keep it open.
Really?
Yeah, they have to. Otherwise, it will close up. It's a fucking gaping wound that the surgeons create.
No shit.
They have to. They have to do that forever for the rest of their life.
Oh God, that sucks.
Yeah. And you can't do female to male. They can't build a dick.
They can't?
No. There's been no successful of building of a actual dick that fills with in shit like that. They may build more skin on top of the clit to build a giant thumb like you were talking about, but you can't build a dick.
I think with today's technology, I bet you they could.
They can't. I'm telling you, they can't.
I'm intrigued.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, why you have like these other trannies that transition to that point, right? Where they don't
Yeah.
chop their dick off, right? Because at some of them, they're actually kind of smart enough to know that that's a dumb thing, because three things happen. One, you create an open wound that is trying to heal itself, and you have untold fucking health issues for the rest of your life, right? Two, you're removing your ability to have pleasurable sex, because you can't have you have no sensation anymore after you do that, because they can't create the sensation receptors when they build the vagina. So you can't have pleasurable sex anymore. It's all gone. Three, you can't come anymore. You see what I'm saying?
That's
That
yeah.
So the trannies that don't go to that point, like, they realize that that's like as far as they can ever really go to like becoming a woman, right? Because if they go that last step, then they're going to have like endless health issues, and their life is going to be ridiculously harder, and they're not going to achieve any type of happiness after that. They're going to be miserable. And the amount of detransitioners and people regretting everything at a certain point after they go to that, after they make that last transition step, is growing rapidly as the years go by.
Yeah. I knew that there's a lot of regret, like, you know, statistically, and
then
then
that's why we need to why protecting kids from doing it at a younger age, because you have them doing puberty blockers before they hit puberty, and then these and it's specifically boys, right? It's not, because 99% of the time it's really never girls. It's mostly boys that this all this bullshit happens to with them. I think I'm a girl, right? Because you give them puberty blockers, then they don't go through that stage of puberty. They don't get that rush of hormones of testosterone that causes their body to grow and change, including their penis, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, if they get those puberty blockers before that stage of puberty, which is like, there's a specific stage, and they've even like identified that if they get those blockers before then, and all this bullshit of like, well, if they just stop taking puberty blockers and it just starts again, that's bullshit. That's 100% confirmed as a lie. Then they have forever fucked up their body. They will never have that process continue. Like, they'll 99% of the time they'll probably be stuck with a micro penis after that, because they never had that stage of puberty that hit that growth, right?